Welcome to YMCA 360. I'm Efren, your swim instructor for today, and this is our preschool Learn to Swim series, where we teach you how to teach your child how to swim. This is episode 2, Blowing Bubbles. Let's dive in. Welcome to the pool. I'm here with Cassidy. Can you say hi?
Hi.
So before we get inside the water, Cassidy, what do we always have to do? You have to ask. So can you say, can I get inside the water?
Can I get inside the water?
Yes, you can. Ready, 1, 2, 3, jump, jump, jump. Whoa, that was a good jump. Really good jump. All right, can you hold on to the wall? Okay. So when we practice with your children in the water, make sure that you're doing so without a flotation device. This is gonna allow them to experience the water themselves. And we're gonna review from our previous episode where we went over water acclimation. So we're just gonna swim around a little bit and get comfortable inside the water. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's take a seat right here. You're gonna rescue your toys, okay? Your toys are all the way out here. You gotta make a big jump to them and grab them, okay? Only when I say go though, okay? You ready? All right, when I say go. Ready, set, go! Whoa, you got a boat? Very, very good. Can you use some kicks? All right, grab the wall again. So today's benchmark is blowing bubbles. So we want to make sure that your child can blow bubbles in the water independently, and if they're getting more advanced, to put their face fully inside the water and exhale in the water for a few seconds, okay? So we're gonna start demonstrating. Can we show everybody how you blow bubbles? Can you hold on to the wall and blow some bubbles? One more. What about putting our eyes in the water too while we blow bubbles? Whoa, that was really good. Yeah, well, we're not using our goggles yet. We're gonna practice some more bubbles. Let's blow bubbles going underneath the water now, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, good job. So at first when your child is blowing bubbles and they're just starting, go ahead and have your hand placement. Let's look at me, Cassidy. Right underneath their armpits, and as they get more advanced, they can hold onto your hands, maybe do a single arm, and then you can start letting them go and allow them to do bubbles by themselves underwater. Now, if they're really just beginning, they can start by blowing bubbles on top of the water. So, Cassidy, can you just blow onto the water like this? But not inside the water, just like this, look. And then slowly work your way down into the water. Let's go bubbles in the water now. And then lastly, having your whole face in the water. Where's your bubbles though? Let me see your face. Good job. So some games that you can play if you're teaching bubbles inside of the water is you can talk to the fishes underwater. Do you know that fishes, they talk by bubbles? All right, so if there are fishes under the water, we gotta talk to them by blowing some bubbles, okay? What did you tell him? You said hi? All right, can you tell him what your name is underwater through your bubbles? What did you say your name was? What? What did you say your name was? All right, we'll talk to him one more time. What did you say this time? You said, Cassidy, you're so popular. So some common challenges when your child's learning to blow bubbles inside of the water is they're inhaling the water when they're trying to blow bubbles. And a great way to fix this is you just look at them making some eye contact. making sure that every motion that you do is exaggerated a little bit. So I'm gonna show Cassidy, if you remember, when I'm inhaling, I make a big inhale. Blow bubbles. Nice and exaggerated so she can see. Let's do one more time. Good job. All right, let's come back right here. You can see that she's super comfortable in the water, but just make sure to be patient. Your child's gonna wanna emulate you, so don't be afraid to get a little bit silly. Thanks for joining us on our Learn to Swim series, where today we learned about blowing bubbles, and you did a good job. High five. We know that you and your child are gonna have a great time learning to swim. Did you know that when you go to a pool or another body of water, you should always designate a water watcher? A water watcher is an adult that is responsible for supervising all the kids inside of the water. They don't have their cell phones. Their one job is just to make sure the kids are safe. We're so happy that you came today and learned to swim with us. Make sure to join us for our next episode where we learn about going under the water, right? You ready to go underwater? Yeah? All right, can you say bye? Bye. Bye.
Oh, y'all are still here. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye, guys.
By using this content, you represent that you understand that this is not an official swim lesson and children must have a guardian present while in the water. You understand that it is your responsibility to judge your physical and mental capabilities for such activities. It is your responsibility to ensure that by participating in this video from the YMCA, you will not exceed your limits while performing such activity, and you will select the appropriate level of classes for your child's skills and abilities, as well as for any mental or physical conditions and or limitations you have. You expressly waive and release any claim that you may have at any time for injury of any kind arising out of your participation in a YMCA program or use of a YMCA facility against the YMCA or any person or entity involved with the YMCA, including without limitation its directors, principals, instructors, independent contractors, employees, agents, contractors, affiliates, and representatives.